Recently, I started having strange dreams. It was a dream about a woman eating off people's faces with her teeth. By the time I got exasperated with the recurring dreams, I realized that it was not a dream. When I got my right, I realized I was in a dungeon. Then there were people around with their skin peeled off from their faces looking terrible. All of them were missing eyeballs and were laying on the floor constantly moaning. Someone had many areas of their body severely dented, such as the upper arms and thighs. I tried to scream at that horrible sight, but my voice did not come out. For some reason, I had no energy in my body. I could just roll my eyes. I barely touched my face with trembling hands and checked my body. Fortunately, my skin was okay. After a while, I could hear someone's voice in the hallway. "How many faces are left? Only a few left for me to eat. Hurry up and gather some new pretty girls." Along with the voice, I heard someone getting nearer, and my heart started beating like crazy. Other than me, there were 3 more people whose faces were undamaged, and they were all holding their faces crying. Then a woman and 2 giant bodyguards opened the door and came in. The women came over and looked at each person one by one for a long time. She touched their skin with her hand and smelled them. She stared closely at my face and said with a wide-open smile, "I should save this one to eat later, but that kind of face expression puts me of my appetite. So you rather cry like the others." Her voice was creepy like a witch. She agonized for hours. Over 4 of us eventually went close to a woman and bit off her face. She screamed furiously, but all that came was a sound of air leak. The women exclaimed in wonder. "I knew it would be like this. The skin is so chewy as expected. I'm correct. Take her to the operating room and pluck out her eyes." I was in a terrible shock. I couldn't remember why I was here, and even when I couldn't remember anything. And that night I had a dream again. Some men gave me injections and left. After a while, I heard gunshots of people screaming and loud footsteps entering. And after a while, the police opened the door and came and shook me. Then I woke up from the dream. I was lying in the hospital. Then a man came to me and introduced himself, that he is a detective, and explained, "You were imprisoned in that cellar for 2 weeks, do you remember?" I said, "I don't remember anything." The detective continued talking. It's a really horrible case. The mad women ate off a total 7 people's faces and body parts. You were abducted 2 weeks ago, and every night you were given anesthesia. Fortunately, a missing persons report was filed, and while tracking you down, we discovered the basement. You are safe now. I couldn't believe anything. Why the hell that women did do this. The one thing came in mind. All the people in that prison were pretty. Suddenly my head hurt, as if it would break, and the forgotten memories came to mind. The model recruitment ad I saw 2 weeks ago when I saw an ad for a very high-paying job. I remembered going to an interview, and I don't remember anything since then. After a while, the last memory came in my mind when I arrived there. I met the women, and what she said as she looked at me. "Oh, take good care of her. Everything is to my taste from head to toe. I will eat everything except the bones."